People, imagine you walk inside a room or even a public place, a public space full of people, okay? And then you feel that you're way more noticed than you are. Like you are so noticed. Like your mind keep telling you that people are looking at you. Actually, you may think those people are looking at you, but in reality, those are just a psychological phenomenon working in your mind. Which is called spotlight effect. Okay, and personally for myself, I also deal with spotlight effect before. Of course, most of us growing up, we do deal with spotlight effect. So let me tell you what are those at first before I share some of my personal experience. So stay till the end because I'm gonna share how to cope spotlight effect based on my personal experience. Why? Why spotlight effect takes place first of all. So A, the constant assumptions that other people are as focused on you as yourself. Okay, that's many people they went through this kind of thought. That imagine 1,000 people, then you may think they will remember you as well. And then on the second hand, maybe also the illusion of transparency, which is an illusion that you may be the first thing that people notice in the eye when they will walk in a space. Okay, also social anxiety. Okay, anchoring or negative bias. Okay, these are the reasons why spotlight effect takes place according to the internet, to the browser, right? So in terms of social anxiety, high self-consciousness of course have something to do with social anxiety. And when people suddenly look at you and you started thinking, oh, will people think that my looks aren't that amazing? I have a slim body which may be so unappealing. So second thing is where spotlight effect takes place. Okay, I'm going to call it short form SE. Okay, so where SE takes place, so most likely public places such as shopping mall and schools. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you, okay, based on my personal experience. Okay, so especially when I went out to eat with my family for dinner, for lunch, or even for breakfast. Okay, so once the door is opened by the waiter or waitress, or even we open the door of the restaurant ourselves, the cafe whatsoever, the first thing in my mind is that oh, people are gonna look at me. Speaking in that term, that means oh, I have to I have to adjust myself, I have to adjust my posture. I cannot look so unconfident. I can embarrass myself. So of course that's part of the spotlight effect as well. So it's one of the experiences that I have. Even okay, you see, even when I'm in school. In school normally we have this process called assembly, right? Where many students assemble together while lining up and they go class by class. Right. So sometimes let's say I was year 11 in the high school for the high school, okay? And then when the teacher call the name year 11, please go to your class. Then we go to class. Then we'll pass through many classes of students where many people's eyes will look in front, right? Then we pass through many people's vision. That's also when the spotlight effect takes place in my mind. Like, oh, so many people are looking at me. Okay, oh my god. And why this important? You may confuse egoistic or overconfidence with spotlight effect, but it's just like a psychological phenomenon. The different thing between inconfidence and spotlight effect, I think, is spotlight effect are suffered upon people who are not confident enough or dealing with low self-esteem. Okay, so there's some of the personal experience that I still remember until this day. Okay, that I can relate with other people that also deal with this thing. So I've done sharing part of my personal experience. So now we talk about how to cope. Okay, how to cope with SE spotlight effect. So firstly, low self-esteem or confidence causes this phenomenon. So try to pose yourself in an upright posture as you walk in public spaces, like you own the space. Okay. So as I said before in my personal experience, as I walk in the public spaces, then I suddenly had to adjust myself. I suddenly had to stood so upright so the people won't look down on me. So whenever you go to public places, the first thing you gotta do is to appear confident. Because as you appear confident, the thing you are going to think about is just, oh, how you gonna adjust yourself. You are, and the more you do this, the more you stop thinking of how other people are looking at you. Okay, that's how I do it also. Okay, so the second thing is know that people have their own method to deal with. So okay, so best believe they don't have much time, even a second, to focus on you as you are, just as you are, because you are just 0.001% of the entire building. Just imagine yourself also as just 0.001% of the entire building, wherever you are. All right. So the third thing is you gotta act busy. Like try to walk a bit faster, like you are rushing for a meeting. Like imagine you see so many beautiful girls about to approach you, about to come in front of you. Then that's when you know, oh, I gotta act busy. So what's the common way we act busy? Is that we pull up our phone from our pocket, then we put beside our ear. That's how we act, like, oh, we're rushing for a meeting. Then of course, when you act, you are rushing for a meeting, you are going to walk faster, right? When you walk faster, that also help you cope with spotlight effect. The more you do it, the more you notice that, or people don't actually notice you. Even some of the people may not even notice you because you walk so fast, right? You walk so fast. So it's also beneficial way of coping with spotlight effect. So the fourth thing, okay, pass is pass. So as you think of this, you gotta shift your negative mindset to a positive mindset. Like the mistake that you've done, right? The other people don't even know. So let it go. But if I say only let it go, it's not gonna be easy, right? So let it go, but also take the deep breath that I talked about in the previous episode. The Samsung mode of taking deep breath. The 4 to 5 minutes method of breathe in and breathe out method. So last but not least, you gotta experiment with people's reactions. Like try or attempt on doing wild, uncomfortable things. They even make you feel much discomfort, like walking on your balls, okay? Pretend to talk on the phone, okay? And act busy, like or you dress so dirtily. You dress with so much dust on your shirt. You dress with so much paint, even a mix of colors, like you dress with a picture of Mona Lisa inside your upon your shirt, okay? And then after you do one of those things, then observe people's reactions. Then you realize most likely people won't even care. Okay, the more you experiment and observe, the more likely you will get out of spotlight effect. So I truly hope all these ways of how to cope with SE, aka spotlight effect, will help you even a tiny bit. Okay, so of course I believe most of you, even the listeners of this podcast, whether you subscribe to this podcast or not, please feel free to state your personal experience in the comments below, in the comment box below. I would love to see you. I would love to see your comments. I would love to hear from your personal experience, and I would love to engage with you in it. I mean, if the streaming platform that you does allow you to comment on this episode. Okay, so that is all for this episode. Okay, so got more topics to come by. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned, people. Okay, and see you next time. Okay, have a good night or have a good day, even a good year ahead. Okay, thank you guys for listening. See you.